Brian, did you watch the Jets game today? You're the opinion guy that I care about.
Okay. So here's the thing. No, I did not, because here's what happened.
Okay.
I tried to watch the Jets game at the apartment that I'm at I'm in Washington D.C. and I tried to watch the Jets game around, but like every bar was crowded. So I was like, oh, I looked at my phone. It said it was on Paramount Plus. So I was like, oh, okay. I saw that it was on Paramount Plus. I came home. Unfortunately, it wasn't. What was on was the Chiefs Vikings game.
Right.
So
Probably more exciting.
So I watched that and I was like, okay, we're probably going to film like the podcast around like 8:30 or 9. So but like I was fucking just tired and I just overslept. And here I am. So and apparently I missed a crazy game. So fuck my life.
Oh, this game. Here's the thing. I'll do my best to give my breakdown as a non-football expert, which is I would say that it was one of those games that it was exciting in the sense that it was a close game the whole way through. However, it was an extraordinarily sloppy game. I mean, Mike, how many fumbles did you count in this game? I counted at least 3, I think.
Yeah, there were 3 fumbles, a lot of penalties.
Yeah, a lot of interceptions, a ton of penalties. I mean, I would say that, the Jets, first of all, we were watching the game with our buddy Chris Crespo, and you know how emotional he gets over sports team.
He gets very emotional.
He was very into every single play, which is cool if it's the playoffs.
But it's like with him, it's like watching his family, like he gets mad, but like he was saying, you can't make fun of them, and he just gets very sensitive. I was touched, but
he doesn't care if you make fun of literally anything about him except his fandom, which is very funny. Anyway, so it was a sloppy game. It was extremely sloppy. It was 2 1-3 teams playing against each other. They were. It was almost like one of those games that felt like neither team really wanted to win that badly. Like they were trying to, not honestly they're trying to lose, but you know that whole expression where like they're trying to give the game away. Like both teams are trying to give the game away. It was kind of crazy.
There was a lot of mistakes.
The game ended on a fumble that got returned for a touchdown. Brian, just to give you like the level of like just instability in this game. It was entertaining, but it was also sloppy as fuck just from all directions.
That sounds like a very Jets win. Like we're not gonna we're gonna win just on the craziest whim possible, especially for this season, considering how we beat the Bills. Like, hey, we're gonna have our star quarterback be out for the season. Also, we're going to return a kick at like the last minute in overtime. Like that's a very very Jets win right there.
It was all.
I'm sorry I couldn't watch it with.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I couldn't watch it with Crespo too. Our buddy Crespo, for people that don't know, he was born without arms, and a lot of times
partial. Just to be clear,
he has stubs for arms.
He's basically like it goes down to about his elbow, and then it just
he's got fingers, and
a lot of our friends were texting him that they wish they had him as a quarterback instead of Zach Wilson. But which may be an outdated joke because Zach Wilson had from what I saw, he had a really good game. He had a really good game last week.
It wasn't as good, but he held it together just enough to get the dub. He threw an extremely. Here's the thing: you're gonna see on the I don't know if they call it box score in football, but on the score chart box score, you're gonna see he threw an interception. It was one of the most lucky interceptions I think I've ever seen, and it was. You mentioned it was a very Jets way to win, Brian. They almost found a Jets way to lose like 2 or 3 minutes earlier. Wilson throws a pass, and the dude from the Jets dives, tries to catch it. It hits the guy in the hands. Bounces up, hits the dude on the Broncos in the knees, bounces up, and allows the guy to catch it between his legs. It was only like a few minutes left in the game, and all of us are sitting there at the table enjoying our White Claws and nachos. Like, oh, the Jets! They found the Jets way to throw this game away. Because we all thought it was going to be, returned for not that play return.
Yeah, the Jets almost blew it.
They did. They almost fucking blew it.
The Jets defense played great. Breece Hall is back, and I'm glad because he's making me look good in my theory of play him more. So, I didn't know. I heard on the radio on the way home, they kind of had him. They were calling it like a pitch count. Like they were purposely not giving him the ball as much in these first few games back. And today he was off the chain. They're like, you do you. And he had like over 170 yards, and he was phenomenal today. So,
oh yeah, some bro at the bar was celebrating because he had him on his fantasy team. So he knew how many yards he had because some bro yelled the amount of yards that he had out for everybody to hear.
So though I did watch a little bit of the Vikings Chiefs game, and I'm not exactly sure who won. I did see though Travis
Taylor
Kelce
Swift
got
wasn't
hurt
there,
though.
so America lost, Brian.
Well, Travis Kelce also got hurt too, so Kansas City also probably lost a little bit too, no matter what the score was.
Yeah, he hurt his foot, right?
Yeah, he hurt his foot.
Yeah, my friend said,
and he was out for the game. I mean, and honestly, like the Chiefs' defense looked really fucking good. Actually, looked really fucking good. All things considering,
and that's the defense that last week fucking Zach Wilson carved up.
Yeah,
to the best of his ability. So, and that's what I wanted to kind of transition back to here is that you have the outlook of the two New York football teams. Okay, has changed dramatically in the last month. Because remember, coming in the season, the Giants were supposed to be building on last year, made the playoffs and not suck. And then Aaron Rodgers blows his fucking Achilles in the first 4 minutes of the season. So you're thinking, oh no, the Giants will be the team that's actually good. The Jets are going to blow again. But now, guess what?
The other way around.
The Jets have more wins than the Giants, and the Jets actually look like they're getting some development out of Zach Wilson. It looks like they might actually have an okay season, whereas the Giants, I really think, might only win 3 games.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it's incredible how the roles switch so quickly in New York.
Right.
If Zach Wilson went to the playoffs, I'd be. I mean, if he if he went to the fucking AFC Championship, that would be the Super Bowl. That would be just the Super Bowl for.
I mean, if he made the low seed wild card, I feel like he'd be ecstatic.
Yeah.
Not to shit on you as a Jets fan, but
I mean, no, exactly. I would be ecstatic because I mean that was kind of very much the same season with Ryan Fitzpatrick, just like a few seasons ago. But like, yeah, it was like we went. I think we went to the wild card too. And that was just a very scrappy team. That was when we had Brandon Marshall. I think we had Darrelle Revis at one time, and we were like, we were winning some. I was like we still lost, I think, to the Bills in a very, very Jets fashion. But it was a scrappy season, and this could be a similar season where it's like hope, like just being a Jets fan.
So I want to jump in here. I'm just looking at the time. So next week, to go on your point, Brian, the Jets are playing the Eagles, and it might be one of those games where I'm going to be concerned if they lose. I'm going to be concerned. We're going to hear all week, the Jets aren't really that good. It's a hoax and blah, 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 blah. And I hope that doesn't happen because I think it might be a step back to move a step forward. The following week, it's Jets Giants. So that's going to be and then Jets Chargers.
You know, and I have multiple friends with Giants tickets.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I get to go to that game.
Yeah, I'd love to go too.
I'm very, very much hoping. What were you saying, Mike?
No, that's what I'm saying, Phil. This is what we need to do. October 29th, the Jets are playing the Giants. The Jets are playing the Giants, so we should go. If we can't go to the game, we should go and go
to the parking lot and do some. Maybe what day of the week is that? Because I have a job.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Okay, 29th. Yeah, I'm probably in. Why the hell not? Anyway, so moving along.
I'd be interested, Mike.